I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today I will share the truth to make you all living enlightenment. The integrity. One of the worst problem human consciousness is suffering because of unconscious, hypocritical social setup is integrity, not having integrity. Problem of not having integrity. Please understand. The unconscious, hypocritical, social setup, society, the Shiva Sutras, Shiva gives a very beautiful verse, very beautiful sutra. I can say the straight solution for all the problems. Just integrate all your energies into one direction, feel. I am trying to give the exact translation. Feel every soul, every being as your very center. Understand this one idea. It's a very powerful idea. That is why it takes a lot of time even to understand, get the hang of it, even get the introduction. All our problems are just because we go on trying to insist, we go on trying to emphasize that your being is separate from somebody else's being. The suffering caused to that being will not come near you. You are separate, and outside your skin, whatever exists is separate. One of the worst thing is, first you start separating what exists outside your skin and inside your skin. But that attitude of separating does not stop there. It just gets inside your system slowly. Then even inside, you separate your intellect and emotion. You separate your emotion and being. You separate your being and consciousness. Go on separating, dividing. The more you divide, the more you become weak, and more problems and more enemies you need to handle. I have seen some people, they feel the whole world is enemy for them. The other day, one person came and told me, Swamiji, I feel this whole world, my father, my mother, my brother, my sister, my husband, everybody is sitting together and planning and conspiring against me. I thought, oh God, what kind of a mental setup. But I wanted to share with you an important thing. From the young age, I used to feel a very deep, strong feeling inside me. It's like Vivekananda says once to his Guru Ramakrishna, whenever I fall asleep, I feel a ball of light happening in front of me and exploding into my inner space, I just fall asleep, fall into that. And he says he always felt all kids used to sleep like that only. He never thought he is some way special because of that experience. He thought, not only for me, for always, everybody, this is the way it is. Ramakrishna was so happy and he said, you don't know how special you are. Only normal human beings, people who can compare you with normal human beings can understand how special you are. How Vivekananda was feeling always, that whenever he falls asleep, he falls into that consciousness, into that light. I have one experience. I had from the young age, unbroken thought trend, a experience, a current, not even a thought trend, current. That whole world is celebrating my presence. The whole world is supporting my existence. The whole world is supporting, fulfilling for what I took birth. This one feeling, one experience was a constant inspiration. Please understand, till now, even after this whole scandal and abusal I went through by the unconscious hypocritical society, even after all this, somehow that strong feeling inside, that strong current inside, everybody is part of my drama, my leela. The happening which is happening through this body is being supported by all the people who cherish so much enmity, so much conspiracy, so much of vengeance, wanted to destroy me and my mission physically, legally, socially, and character assassination and what not. Try to poison, try to kill, try to threat, try to physically destroy, what not. But still somehow, unimaginable confidence, the unimaginable joy, unimaginable experience whenever I just relax, either into samadhi or into rest or into sleep. Of course, you can call with different names, but I have only one thing, turiya. Whenever I relax into that, I have such a strong confidence, such a clear experience, not even just ordinary confidence, just an experience. Hey, all these fellows who have cherished so much enmity, vomited so much venom on me, on my mission, and just yesterday, I had an abusive email from an ex-devotee. Anyhow, even after seeing that mail, after seeing that whole thing, somehow I feel this whole thing is my own drama. This whole thing, not just the scandal, this whole cosmos, this whole prapancha, this whole universe, I have a strong feeling, just my play. And everybody is helping in what I am doing. Everything is supporting in what I am doing. Everything is playing for my side. Still, I do not feel that there is something playing opposite side. How to exist in the planet Earth? That's a big problem. So one guy, this devotee, when he came and told me, Swamiji, I feel my husband, my family, my brother, sister, everybody around me are conspiring against me and working against me. I could not understand. I thought, oh God, what a sickness that person is carrying. Of course, she is helpless. It's not that she created it. She is helpless. She is caught in it. That is the gift or punishment given by society to her. The unconscious hypocritical society constantly makes you feel threatened. The first lessons which you learn from the hypocritical society is only if others are second, third, you can be first. For you to be first, all others have to be second, third, fourth, fifth. Means You have to defeat everyone to win. Day one in the school, this is the lesson you learn. Unless you defeat, you can't win. The very system encourages the intense vengeance. The very system encourages intense jealousy. The very system encourages abusing other beings, creating distance between you and others, making boundary physically, mentally, psychologically, emotionally. First, they teach you. Then your family, then your friends, your team, your country, your language, your religion, everything goes on centered on you. Then anything other than you is enemy. Understand? This is the worst punishment society gives to human being. I tell you, I really feel if some way I can reproduce that feeling which I am carrying, that everything is supporting you. I really feel, even when I walk, the trees, plants, the animals, I just feel everything is supporting my mission. What for I exist, what is purpose of my life, everything is just part of it. Everything is just supporting it. Somehow I can reproduce this experience on all of you. I can say, this will be the anti-venom for social hypocrisy. Constantly in every step society teaches you, unless you destroy people with other ideology, you cannot live, either by hook or crook. I tell you, this is the worst thing taught to human consciousness. The greatest suffering human consciousness carries is, other than you, everybody is enemy. Still I am not able to understand how to feel enmity. Still I am not able to. See, when people talk to me, I logically understand. Many times people come and tell me, Swamiji, whatever you talk, logically I understand, but I don't know how to experience it. Same way, I have a big problem. I can logically understand enmity, how people feel enmity, and how to respond to it, how to act towards it. All these things logically I can calculate. Or I sit with my disciples and ask them, hey, what to do about this? What to do? How to go about? What shall we do? That's the reason. Even with this whole scandal, I just simply listened to the lawyer's strategy. I could not make a single strategy. First time in my life, I obeyed somebody at some time. Because I was not able to understand at all. I was not able to logically relate, experientially understand. Till now I can say, I am not able to understand logically how people will have so much of enmity for no reason. Still, I have no logical, experiential understanding. So just whatever lawyers say, I say, all right, what can be done? I try to educate them, no, go as much as possible, non-violent, compassionate, just defending us, nothing else. Don't hurt anybody. Don't hurt anybody's sentiments. One so-called the spiritual guru used this chance to abuse me left and right in the press, just fishing for few disciples in this chaos. But when you try to fish in the dirty waters, you get into dirty, they don't understand. So my lawyers were insistent on me sending legal notice. I said, no, leave it. But this guy is not stopping. He goes on commenting whenever he gets a chance, press mic in front of him, he goes on abusing. Now what to do? I can neither listen to my compassion nor listen to this lawyer's strategy. But still I am holding. I say, no, 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 it's okay, leave it, don't do, leave it, let's wait, let's wait. Trust his intelligence. At some point it will be awakened. What to do? But it goes on. Sometimes, but the problem is, but I tell you, whatever is said and done, that feeling, whole thing just supports you. Whole thing just stands for you and what for you stand. Whole thing is just fulfilling you, celebrating you. I tell you, even if it is just hypnotizing myself, self-hypnosis or some illusion, I am happy to have it. No, really. I am just enjoying it. Sometimes your joy and bliss becomes more important than the factuality of the ideas you carry. I tell you, because the society's hypocrisy has become too much. Even you start doubting about your own experiences. I really saw thousands of disciples who had such a strong experiences. Fools, they started suspecting their own experiences because of the social hypocrisy. See, their biomemory is built on society, built by society. So when society just creates an euphoria, it's like every full moon day, the ocean gets agitated, salt water gets agitated because of the moon. The energy from moon, pull from the moon, salt water gets agitated, the ocean gets agitated. When the salt water gets agitated, all the people who have little weak mind, their body salt water also gets agitated. That is why the people who lose their balance along with the moon, they are called lunatics. Along with the flow of lunar, they are called lunatics. The Paurnami or Amavasya comes, the full moon day or new moon day comes, they will be little imbalanced. How? When the whole ocean gets agitated, the people's body also gets agitated. Same way, when an abusive idea is put into the social mind, the social euphoria is created, suddenly these guys also lose their base. I know so many disciples, ex-disciples who abused me during this scandal. Now they are repenting terribly because now social euphoria is settled. They are not able to tolerate that they did this. But what to do? When the social euphoria gets aroused, their biomemory also gets aroused. And they themselves do not know what they did. It's unconscious. I feel actually sympathy for them. I don't feel angry with them, about them. I just feel sympathy. Oh God, what to do? All right. So understand, one of the important suffering human beings have in their life is problem of not having integrity. I'll explain the integrity in different levels to you. Now I explained the problems of not having integrity. I'll explain exactly the integrity itself. The intellect, logic, analyzing, intellect, and emotion, feeling connection, the juicy part of your life, and being, your very idea about you, which is constant, which runs like a thread during your waking, dream and deep sleep. During all these three states, it runs like a common thread. That is why when you get back to waking state, you are remembering the same personality. You remember about yourself as the same continuity. This is what I call being. Understand? In all these three, there is a lot of disturbance. You will understand the intellectual disturbance. The moment you start planning for one thing, within few seconds, some other plan will be going on in the other part of the brain. That's why I always tell people, disintegrated brain, right brain and left brain. Nothing is right in the left, nothing is left in the right. nothing is left in the right, nothing is right in the left. Disintegrated brain. It goes on and on and on in different direction. One says one thing, the other says other thing. By the time you decide this, already, you see, if you take one decision using 3 words, already 10 words are used to support the other decision. The number of words you use, sit and analyze only one decision. Take up one problem and develop solution for that, and how many words you use for and against that one solution, one problem. Analyze it. You will realize nothing is left in right and nothing is right in left. You will realize it. Just one problem. Take up one small problem. Today, it's so pleasant, wonderful day. Can I just sit in the temple and meditate? Make this one decision. You will just decide, just one problem. If you don't want to have this problem, pick up your own problem. Or having, whether to have this problem or not. Take decision on that one thing. Just one thing. See how many words you use. I am not even asking the emotional strength behind the words. That you will not be able to calculate. Just number of words you use for and against. Just see. You will understand how many voices are there. It's like 100 fellows are sitting inside your brain and talking. People sometimes come and tell me, Swamiji, I hear 2 voices in my inner space. I hear 2 voices. I tell them, you are blessed, you have only 2. I know people who have 100, 200, not just one. There's an Upanishad which says, a Paramahamsa should not live with 2 persons. He says he should live just with himself. I was really surprised. The Upanishad goes on describing, it describes 2 persons are staying in one place means it is equivalent to village. 3 persons are staying means it is equivalent to city. 4 persons means it is equivalent to Mahanagara, Managara, means large city, cosmopolitan city. Because each fellow has an 100 voice. Why do you think these reality shows are such a big success? Such big hit? Because people want to see the same chaos in which they are living. The reality shows where some 10, 12 celebrities are put in one house. See, actually, in one house, 10 people living is not a big thing at all. See, in our ashram, one small dormitory, 50 people stay for 21 days of living enlightenment program. And all are completely from different country, culture, language, background, education and everything. And I don't hear a single problem or fight. 50 people stay in one dormitory, and most of them, I can say 99% of them are habituated for private space in their regular life. They will have at least their bedroom, and I tell you, the greatest sacrifice is sacrificing the privacy. It's practically impossible. You need at least a few hours where nobody will see you. I can understand what it means, abusal of privacy. But 50 people stay in one dorm, but I don't see any problem, disturbance in them because of the power of that inner awakening. Power of that inner awakening. When the inner space is getting awakened. But a normal man, impossible. Impossible. That's why these celebrity reality shows such big success. Because one person itself is too much. And celebrity means he will have at least some 400, 500 voices. Because he is the peak of social hypocrisy. Person who is peak of intellectual social hypocrisy becomes politician. Person who is peak of emotional social hypocrisy becomes artist celebrity, the line of art. The person who is in the peak of the being level social hypocrisy will be in asylum, lunatic asylum. Celebrities unconsciously suffer the social hypocrisy too much. It's really too much. That is why when you put few celebrities together in a house and start a reality show, you don't need to even create any trouble for them. Just put few of them together, that's enough. So much anger, so much vengeance, so much crime. You may think how I know about celebrity shows. Just the other day I got an offer from a big celebrity show. One of the international celebrity show, 14 weeks of my time. And they said, any money we will offer. I was laughing. No, really, what all offers I get, you don't know. Karan Thapar, the strongest tongue I have ever heard. In Indian talk shows, Karan Thapar personally called my press secretary. And he said, I wanted to interview Swamiji. And he says, I am ready to accept all conditions you place. I just want Swamiji in my show. I was really shocked because he doesn't need to raise his TRP having me. He has enough people and enough TRP and he is very popular for his sharp tongue. But he says, no, he is the most watched celebrity now. First his secretary called, then he personally called. I want Swamiji in my show. Of course, hundreds of offers. When they asked me about this celebrity show, this reality show, 14 weeks, I thought maybe every day half an hour they will shoot. I didn't understand what it means by the reality show. They came and told me, I said, okay, talk to Bhakta and fix time. They said, no, Swamiji, you don't understand reality show. First watch some reality shows. Then you will understand. When I saw, oh God, it's a whole day. They fix camera and they watch and they try to boil you. But actually after watching the show, I was really interested that I should take up a celebrity show. I should take up a reality show. No, really, because I wanted people to see a master's life day and night. I really wanted a reality show, but unfortunately no time. 14 days, 14 weeks. Even my brahmachari cannot afford 14 weeks of free time. And they said, any money is okay, we will give. Just give Swamiji's time, 14 weeks. He said, no question of money. It's a question of lot of spiritual classes and sessions. We will not be able to take 14 weeks of Swamiji's time. Thousands of people wait every day. I heard last few days, thousands of people are attending Pada Puja and this darshan from around the world through web camera, even now. They say more than 100 countries, people are watching even now. So, I sincerely respect the devotion and commitment and feelings of people from around the world. Then, any money making? Reality shows. And the other guy, one guy came and offered that he is taking a movie on this whole scandal and he wanted me to directly act. He offered 6 crore. 1.5 million he offered. He just said, Swamiji, all I want is 10 days of your call sheet, nothing else. I'll give you 6 crore. I just laughed and said, I'm not interested in any of this. I wanted to spend time with my people, disciples who are waiting for my message and meditation, spiritual solutions around the world. Anyhow, the psychology of the reality shows, it's just too many people inside everybody's head, the disintegrated intellect, and people are also so happy to see others are also irritated, agitated, disintegrated like us. See, people always have a fantasy about celebrities, they are not like us. But when that fantasy is broken, they feel, oh, they are also like us only. So it gives a kind of a very nice feeling, ego satisfaction. See, celebrities are always projected that they are higher than you, above than you. But when you crack them, it gives you a kind of a fulfillment of the violent feeling you have, the vengeance you have. He is also, you see, shouting like me only. Good. It's a kind of a revenge. That's why in all the reality shows, the more the women cry, more people watch. The TRP rate goes up. It's crying that makes the TRP rate high. Disintegrated intellect. Understand? When you integrate your intellect, it becomes knowledge, life solution. It leads you to life solution. You will understand about the cosmos. When you integrate your emotions, it leads to devotion. You will feel connected to cosmos. When you integrate your being, it leads to dhyana. You will realize cosmos. Understanding, emotional feeling connection, realization. All these three happens just by integration. Integrity is ultimate yoga. When integrity is added to your intellect, it leads you to life solution. It solves your all problems of life. I can say it dissolves all problems of life. When you integrate your emotion, it becomes devotion. When you integrate your being, it becomes meditation. You realize the whole cosmos. So, add integrity and achieve enlightenment. Let you all experience and radiate living enlightenment. Let you all experience and radiate the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you.